Hey there, Floss Tube. This is Cathy, the hands-on designer. I'm going to bring you just a quick little tutorial today, and I want to talk a little bit about one of our new releases, Ready, Set, Snow. He came out just a couple weeks ago, and that's the chart. And then here is my model. It's a cute little, it's a very quick stitch. The original one, mine is flat finished. I put some fun fabric on the back. It's maybe a little Christmassy, but I thought the colors went with mine, and then it also was snowflakes. So there you go, it went. Flat finished. I did the curved top, and you can kind of see I made my snowflakes appear as if they were running off the edge. So it kind of either looks like he's in a snow globe, or maybe the snow's coming down, something like that. Your kit comes with a little bit of wool felt, and then also this lovely little yellow star. Originally, I wanted a snowflake in there, but I thought, oh, I need a little pop of color in there. And my friends at Just Another Button Company hand dyed the stars for me. And I thought, well, I don't want a yellow snowflake because, you know, stay away from the yellow snow. Anyway, so star it was, and I thought, well, he's holding a nice little, he caught a star amongst the snowflakes, or he is a star, I don't know, whatever. But I did want to show a little bit about how I did that nose, because I did have a couple emails saying, you didn't chart a nose, he doesn't have a nose. I do explain in the card that we're going to couch his nose down. So immediately people were like, couch, what's that? I've never heard, you know, that's a needlework term, you know, it's where I sit and stitch, but what couching is usually is where it's attaching an object to a ground fabric by stitching coming up next to it with your needle and thread, going down the other side, and you're skimming the two sides of your object. You don't actually pierce the object with your needle, or that's the objective. You don't want to pierce it. And then you're holding it into place. And you can create gorgeous patterns. It's often used in gold work. It's a very historical stitch. And so this is obviously, you know, not historical, it's much more primitive. So that's why I thought it would be kind of fun to add a little bit of extra embellishment. So as I said, each of your kits comes, each of your chart packs comes with this cute little accessory pack with a little bit of wool felt, and then again your hand-dyed star, no yellow snow. And what you're going to do is, once you're done stitching, you're going to take this little piece of wool felt, and I mean, I've even cut a few, I've practiced a few off this piece, and gosh, I could still get 5 or 6 noses out of this piece. So in chart, I believe I actually said my actual nose, okay, the one on the model, not mine, is 1/8 of an inch wide and 5/8 inch long. So don't get a ruler out. Just don't run with scissors, fabric only, and you're just gonna snip a little edge off of your wool felt. I shouldn't have worn black today. You're just going to snip that little bit, and then I want you to hold it in place on your stitching. And just kind of place it where you think you'd like his nose. And then now, well, look at that. That is quite a honker. You don't want something that long. So we're just going to take it off, and I'm just going to snip a little bit. Now, it's kind of like a haircut. If you cut too much, you can't add any, and it won't grow back, sorry. But you have plenty extra there. So I'm going to, I cut a little bit off. I'm laying it over my nose, the one that I've already existed on the model. So I'm going to go with that for right now, just for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to use this little piece of linen for my ground fabric, and I'm already pre-threaded up with a needle. Now, depending on the fabric that you use, if you're using, well, I'm going to use linen, so I'm just going to use a regular old tapestry needle, what we cross stitch with. If you're, say, couching on like a muslin or like a quilting cotton fabric, you're probably going to want to use a sharper needle, maybe a tapestry needle or a quilter, that type of thing, because not a tapestry, sorry, a chenille or a quilting needle. Because if you try doing your tapestry needle through quilting cotton, you are going to have to go to confession for all the swear words you're probably going to say. Anyway, so pretend that I've got a snowman stitched on here. And typically what I do is I anchor. I have 2-ply DMC, no particular color. I just picked one that very closely resembled the color of the wool felt. Sometimes as part of the design, I like it to be lighter or darker thread. But since this is such a small piece, I really kind of just wanted it to blend. You know, I just wanted that nose to be there and not really see how it's attached. So pretend I'm holding my nose into place, and like I said, normally I anchor my thread on the back, like through previous stitches, but since I don't have any previous stitches, I just anchored in the selvage. So you're going to, this is going to be kind of interesting. I'm going to hold it into place. A lot of times with applique or larger wool felt pieces, you can either pin it into place or even like a little dab of fabric glue, something like that. There's glue sticks for fabric. So just hold it into place, okay? The good news is that if it shifts, you can actually kind of scoot it around. It's very, very forgiving. So I'm going to bring my needle up from the back. And this is interesting because I'm going to try and do this with my bifocals. So you can see I've brought the needle up very close to the edge of the little wool felt piece. I have not gone through the wool felt piece. I'm going to bring my needle and thread all the way up. Okay, sorry about that. I got a quick phone call from Ellen from In Stitches with a needlework emergency question. So I really probably shouldn't shoot from my phone, or I don't know, somehow, whatever. I'm back. So we've brought our needle up on the one side of the wool felt and taken it down over the top. And then we're going to take the needle back down on the other side. I like my thread to run perpendicularly through what I'm attaching, or what I'm couching down, sorry. So you can kind of see what I've done there. I'm going to pull the needle all the way to the back. Now normally I tend towards tight tension when I stitch. I don't want this to be too tight. We don't want it to be loose because we don't want to lose our nose, but I don't want it to be too tight either and kind of squeeze my nose in. So a little bit of tension, and hopefully you can see my very first stitch there. And I'm going to repeat this a few more times. I actually kind of you'll notice I came in maybe about 1/8 of an inch from the end. I'm just gonna let that kind of hang there like that. It's how I did. I'll hold my original up. Hopefully maybe you can see. And you see it's not perfectly straight. You can see, and I think I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 little couched stitches holding the nose in place. So that's pretty much it. You do the nose, you know how to couch. So maybe that's a new needlework term to some of you. Maybe it's a new technique to some of you. Maybe most of you were like, I don't need to know this. I know how to do that. Because we're all a resourceful bunch that way. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a little heads up and a little hint and a little tutorial on how to finish your snowman. And for those of you that have had a lot of snow this year, I'm sorry. I didn't ask for the snow for you. Actually, we haven't had a whole lot of snow here. So you're getting it where we should have it. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get ready back to market prep because it's a busy, busy time. I'm so excited for you to see what's coming up. In the meantime, enjoy the stitch and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.